Good morning to everyone. I'm Dr. Sumi MS. The topic of my today's presentation is Cpld and Fpga from Unit 5 Programmable Logic and Memory Devices of Digital Logic Circuits and Design. On completion, the students will be able to define a complex programmable logic device and also differentiate between Cpld and Fpga. A complex programmable logic device or CPLD is a semiconductor device that can be programmed to perform a variety of logical operations. Depending on the manufacturer and its application, a complex programmable logic device may contain hundreds or even thousands of individual logic blocks that can be programmed separately to perform specific functions with respect to the input applied. In the CPLD, the programmable interconnect connects the output of one logic cell to the input of another. The interconnect can be designed to generate a wide range of logic connections, allowing complicated logic functions to be created. The interconnect is often made up of a matrix of programmable switches that connect the logic cells' inputs and outputs. Field Programmable Gate Array (FPGA) is an abbreviation for Field Programmable Gate Array, which is a type of programmable logic device used to build digital circuits. These are constructed from a grid of programmable logic blocks that can be coupled to perform sophisticated logic tasks. It features more logic blocks than the CPLDs and are therefore better suited for implementing more complicated and larger logic functions. For implementing simpler logic operations, complex programmable logic devices are generally faster and more power efficient when compared with FPGA, whereas FPGAs are more flexible and provide greater performance and scalability in the times of larger and more complicated operations. Furthermore, because of their bigger size and better level of integration, FPGAs are often more expensive than the CPLDs. The FPGA, it has a logic cell which is also known as configurable logic block. It is the fundamental building block of FPGA and it is made up of lookup table, flip-flop and programmable interconnect. The lookup table is a memory block that is designed to perform a specific logic function. The flip-flop stores the logic function's output and the programmable interconnect connects the output of each configurable logic block to the input of the another one. These FPGAs often have a large number of configurable logic blocks that can be configured in a two-dimensional array or in the form of a matrix. An FPGA's connection topology is far more versatile than that of a CPLD, allowing for more complicated designs. The interconnect is often made up of programmable switches that may be set to connect the configurable logic blocks, inputs and outputs. So this gives the difference between CPLD and FPGA in terms of certain characteristics. Logic cells. CPLD has small number of logic cells whereas FPGA has larger number of logic cells. Interconnect structure. For CPLD it has a fixed interconnect structure whereas it is flexible in the case of FPGA. Flexibility, CPLD is lesser flexible than FPGA. In terms of cost, CPLD is cost efficient whereas FPGA is of higher cost. Power consumption, CPLD consumes less power rather than FPGA. Reconfigurability option is less in the case of CPLD whereas FPGA it has more, can be reconfigured often. Density low to medium in terms of different components being installed. And in the case of FPGA it is in the range of medium to high. And flip-flop ratios as same like the density, here the flip-flop ratio is also lesser rather than the FPGA. Applications, CPLD is best suited for simple applications, whereas FPGA is more suited for complex applications. Quiz questions on CPLD and FPGA. What are the different blocks in a field programmable gate array? Differentiate between complex programmable logic devices and field programmable gate array. Thank you.